Demon Slayer isn't just about sword fights and demons. It's also packed with some of the most delicious food scenes in anime. And in this video, I'm going to hunt down those exact foods here in Japan. From Kanroji's favorite food to Rengoku's famous O-Bento box. I'll be visiting real restaurants, tasting the dishes, and seeing if the flavors match the anime magic. So let's dive into the world of Demon Slayer through food. One of the first real feasts we see in Demon Slayer is after Tanjiro completes his brutal training under Urokodaki. To celebrate, he is served with this fish on a stick-like dish. This is actually a traditional Japanese dish called the Ăyu no Robata Yaki, or in English, charcoal grilled river fish. Okay, let's go and try this dish for ourselves. We found an izakaya in Oimachi that serves this dish. In this restaurant, you can see the fish being grilled just like the anime. Let's see what Tanjiro was tasting on that scene.
Oh my god. It's so good, it's so juicy. You have to try this, it's really good. It's so soft and juicy on the inside. Very, very crispy on the outside. I think this is the best fish I've ever eaten. This is really good. I can't believe Tanjiro was eating this much of a good food. I'm jealous.
If you look closely at the same scene, you'll notice that in the middle of the fishes, there's a large pot hanging over the fire. Let's investigate that. We were able to get a glimpse of what's inside on this shot. We speculated that the ingredients inside to be shimeji mushrooms, chicken, scallion, shiitake mushrooms, and I don't know what this is. It's probably mizuna or shungiku or something like that. So, from that ingredient, we were able to hunt down the pot in the anime out of the countless types of pots there are in Japan. We think it's the Mizutaki pot or the Torinabe pot. We decided to go to this restaurant in Shinjuku to get the Torinabe pot. The difference between the Torinabe and the Mizutaki pot really just comes down to the broth they're using. Mizutaki uses a simple chicken and water broth, and the Torinabe adds soy sauce or miso to the chicken and water broth to add more flavor to it. But both pots are commonly eaten in Japan. Okay, let's see how our Torinabe tastes.
The broth is really good, really thick and really tasty. A lot of umami. I wish I had it during the cold winter times, not this burning hot summer days right now. But it's still good.
Next up is this food scene. It's right before Tanjiro smells Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk and immediately runs off, leaving this delicious bowl behind shattered. We are going to taste this dish right here, located in Asakusa, the same place where the scene took place. I even stopped by the exact road where Tanjiro was overwhelmed by the crowdedness of the city. Now back to the store. This is the dish Tanjiro was eating. It's called the Yamakake Udon. It's made with udon noodles topped with grated yam known as tororo. It's simple, comforting, and packed with energy.
The quality of the udon is really high.
The next food scene is this Tempura Teishoku. It's when Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke were taken to the house with the Wisteria family crest to heal their wounds after the fight they had at the Kyogai's house. If you look at what they're being served, you'll know that it's a Teishoku. Teishoku means that there's going to be a fixed set of dishes being served together. Usually includes a bowl of rice, miso soup, side dishes like otsukemono, green tea, and a main dish, which is exactly what we find in this scene. But what's interesting about it is that there are two main dishes, which is nikujaga and tempura. Usually, when you go to a Teishoku restaurant, they'll only serve you one main dish. So we decided to go for the Tempura Teishoku. We found a traditional Japanese restaurant in Asakusa that sells delicious Tempura Teishoku. Let's see how it tastes like.
The tempura batter, really crispy and fresh. I really like it. Really high quality tempuras.
For the sides, we have the vinegared cucumber called the sumono, and an osuimono, which is a popular replacement of a miso soup, and some salads. It was a really tasty meal, and I can imagine why Inosuke was going crazy for this dish. The next food is one that we all love, onigiri, aka rice balls. Onigiri is the most frequently eaten food in Demon Slayer. The first appearance of the onigiri is this scene, which is Season 1, Episode 11. when Tanjiro meets Zenitsu for the first time. There's also episode 24, and then episode 26, and then later on, season 4, episode 1, and another from season 5, episode 1. Onigiris are the ultimate Japanese comfort food, and there are many variations ranging from just rice with a bit of salt to onigiris with filling inside like salmon or pickled plum called the umeboshi, or even a full-on boiled egg. With the rise of Japanese konbini onigiris, I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with the packagings using plastic wrappings. But for this video, I wanted to find just like what they had on this scene, which uses takekawa to wrap the onigiri with. It's a bamboo skin traditionally used in Japan to carry food around. We found a shop inside Shinjuku Station that sells onigiri and takekawas. Okay, so when we bought it, we realized that the packaging was a synthetic takekawa made from plastic. But that's okay, I got to experience the vibe of takekawa wrappings.
It's so good. They're not squeezing the rice ball so hard, so it's actually really soft. The amount of salt on the rice is just perfect. I love it.
We went for the classic rice and salt, nothing on the inside onigiri, just like the one from the scene, but what was unique about it was, along with the pickled radish, which is very common, it also came with this dried sardines.
Ten times harder than I expected.
The next scene is when Rengoku is eating a hot bowl of soba at the beginning of season 2. Soba is a classic everyday food in Japan. Even in this era, this is something you'd order for lunch at a standing soba shop in the city or at a traditional soba house. I went to this shop in Ginza for a classic soba experience. If you're wondering what this is, it's called the kakiage. This also appeared in the same scene when Rengoku was eating the soba. It's this round stuff that the soba shop owner gave Rengoku for free. So what it is that it's basically a big tempura fritter made from vegetables. It's really good and it goes really well with the soba. Let's see what Rengoku was tasting at the soba shop. The soba was light and earthy, which was really good. The crispy batter from the kakiage soaked up the broth and it turned into a savory, comforting mix.
I can't believe this is 600 or 700 yen. It's too good.
The next scene is one of the most iconic food scenes from Demon Slayer. The Obento box eaten by, again, Rengoku. If you examine the package, it says Gyunabe Bento, which translates to beef pot Obento box. It features a bed of white rice with simmered beef and onions cooked in sukiyaki broths. Sukiyaki broth is made from a mix of soy sauce, dashi, sugar, sake, and mirin. On the sides, you have the boiled egg, green onion, and grilled tofu. We found a very similar Obento box in Tokyo Station's Ekiben store. This is what the inside looks like. I think we did a pretty good job finding an identical looking Obento box. Now, let's go for the taste test.
Very nice. One thing I'm always fascinated by these Ekiben Obentos is that they're sold in room temperatures. The Ekibens are always so juicy and soft and tasty. I'm really curious how they do it.
Fun fact, the animation company for Demon Slayer, called the UFO Table, they made the actual Gyunabe Bento from the anime and actually sold it at their cafes for a limited time. I really wanted to get my hands on this, but as of this recording, unfortunately, it was not sold anymore.
I also bought from Tokyo Station this.
This is Karinto. This is another food that appeared in season 4, episode 1, when Tanjiro visited the swordsmith village and was given a Karinto. Karinto is a traditional Japanese snack made from fried wheat dough covered in a glossy brown sugar coating. It's exactly the kind of snack you'd find in the Taisho period, the era the story took place. Let's see how it tastes like.
They're not poop. Very crispy, very sweet and sugary. It's brown sugar-ish taste. I like it, 8 out of 10, but the visuals, 0 out of 10.
Next up is Kanroji's favorite food, the Sakuramochi. She loved it so much she ate 170 Sakuramochis a day for 8 months straight. That's crazy. By the way, apparently that's how she got her hair color somehow. Sakuramochi is a popular Japanese sweet that is a symbol of spring. and it has two different styles, shomeji and domyoji. For the shomeji, the pink layer is made from wheat flour, not rice. It's a thin, crepe-like pancake that's cooked and then rolled around a bean paste filling, and the texture is smooth and delicate. For the other style, the domyoji, the pink layer is made from domyojiko, which is a type of flour made from steamed, then dried, then grounded glutinous rice. This gives it a unique, grainy and chewy texture, with the individual rice grains still visible and palpable. It has a much more mochi-like feel. They are both wrapped around in a large pickled cherry blossom leaves. Looking at what Kanroji is holding, it's likely that it's the domyoji type. So, we found a domyoji type Sakuramochi in Asakusa.
It's red bean anko wrapped around mochi, and that's wrapped around this leaf, which is a little bit salty, and all of that balance is really good. I love this Sakuramochi. It reminds me of springtime. Very nice.
We also bought this from the same store. This was another food that Kanroji was eating in this scene. It's called the Sansyoku Dango, which translates to three-colored dango.
Very classic plain mochi, a little bit sweet, nothing on the inside. I can feel Japan just with a single bite.
And another item from the same store, it's the Mitarashi Dango. If you remember, this was the favorite food of the swordsmith Haganezuka. It consists of small, round rice dumplings skewered on a bamboo stick, grilled, and then covered in a sweet and savory soy sauce glaze.
The shoyu on top is burnt, and it's giving a little bit of a salty-ish flavor that blends in really well with the mochi. It's really great.
Next up is this scene when Zenitsu steals this pile of white ball from the kitchen at the Butterfly Mansion to give it to Tanjiro. It's called the Omanjyu, and it's one of the most classic Japanese desserts. It's a steamed bun with a red bean paste inside. It's simple yet refined dessert. We bought it from a traditional Japanese dessert shop in Ginza.
Okay, here it is. Let's give it a try. Ooh, nice. Really soft and chewy, but not as chewy as mochi though. It's different from a mochi. It's really tasty.
Our final food is from this scene, when Tanjiro was recovering in bed on Season 4, Episode 1. Goto cared for him and brought him this. This is Castella. It's a sponge cake known for its moist, dense, and springy texture, as well as its rich, honey-like sweetness. Like what they said in the anime, Castella was a pretty expensive dessert to have back then. Now you can casually buy Castellas at grocery stores, but still, many established Japanese dessert shops sell luxury Castellas too. So, we went to this fancy dessert shop to get our hands on our tasty Castella.
You have to peel this top part off. Right. And this part is very sugary and a little bit sticky. It's very fluffy. I love Castellas. Itadakimasu. Wow, so good. It's soft and juicy. I can tell that this is made with care. No wonder this was considered a very expensive dessert back then. It really tastes good.
Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this journey of Demon Slayer food. Next time you come to Japan, check out these shops. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.